All right, next up on Clutch Talk 101, we got the Cleveland Browns at the Baltimore Ravens. This was a close game all throughout. I figured this would be a really neck and neck game, in which it was. Nick Chubb, I've been a big proponent of Nick Chubb's this year. He had a good game, but it wasn't enough. Baltimore Ravens come out with the victory, 23-20. Uh, Lamar Jackson only having 120 yards in 16 attempts really shows me like they're just adapting every game to what style of offense they want to play. Like what style of defense they're playing. Kind of like pulling a Bill Belichick. Like they're adjusting their game plan every week to what the defense is like. This game, they last week, Kenyon Drake was a big part of the team, or a big part of the win. This week, he had 11 carries but 5 yards. Seemed like oh man, what Gus Edwards, 16 carries at 66 yards, 2 touchdowns. They ran him more obviously, and he was the power back. Just depends on the matchup. Seems like they like to use, quicker guys when it's more of a pass defense, weak on the interior type defense, and then when they have good up front, they'll usually use their power back to get the sure yardage rather than uh, risking getting no yards per carry. uh, Again, I still think the problem with the Baltimore Ravens is that even though they won, congrats on the win. I'm Lamar Jackson fan. Not the greatest of games though. Still at 59 yards rushing. I mean, that's such an underlooked thing on him. He's basically a running back with being a quarterback at the same time. I don't like calling him that, but he runs as good as a running back. I will say one thing about Lamar though. There seems to in his running, it seems like he's a little less urgent, and I feel like that's because of his contract situation. Uh, I don't think he's wanting to risk anything. He's obviously quick enough to get past the front seven still, and he has that burst, but I haven't seen him kick it into high gear for a few weeks now. Even though he's been rushing off the charts, but he's preserving himself for sure. As for Cleveland, at first I was thinking Jacoby Brissett could carry them to at least 500, and so by the time Deshaun Watson came back, they could make maybe have one or two losses at the end of the year and make a run. I don't think that's the case this year. I don't think they're quite ready. Um, Defense, they're solid all around, but they've just been injured a lot this year, and their offense seems like it's Cooper, Chubb, and then that's it. Njoku's doing decent, but like Jarvis Landry isn't making an impact. It might be because Jacoby Brissett's in there as well, though. So Baltimore, I think, can make a wild card run this year. I don't think they're going to get the division. I think Cincinnati's going to end up winning that division, and Cleveland, I think they're out of it this year. I think next year they're gonna have high hopes. It's probably gonna be the last year of a lot of people's contract on that team, besides Deshaun Watson. But I think their year is cooked this year so far.